We've also discovered, besides the parents, besides the school governing body leaders, we've also discovered that the learner is very, very important in the learning equation. The learner is not just a recipient. The learner is not just a recipient, but the learner is a participant. When the learner is transformed from a recipient into a participant, then the work of the teacher is reduced. Because then the teacher does less, but more learning takes place. So the scale tips in your favor actually when the learner is more determined and becomes an active participant. The ones who can help a learner and facilitate and make the learner thirsty for knowledge starts at home. The parents can do that. We've discovered that. We've also discovered that the school governing body leaders can do that. We've also discovered that even if nobody supports the learner or you as a learner, you have it in you to rise above your circumstances, transcend the limiting and the limitations around you, and you are able to succeed. Who knows? Maybe one of the children in your classroom is going to be the one operating on your heart when you have a heart attack down the road. Who knows, right? Who knows? One of the children in your classroom is going to be the teacher of your children or your grandchildren later on. We just have no clue about the potential of the children in our classroom. That is why we should not discriminate. We should not put them in categories. We shouldn't box them, but we should help them flourish and reach their full potential. And it is your privilege to do that. Finally, when that door closes, all that happens in that classroom is your responsibility as an educator. Yes, you can say, these children, oh my goodness, some of them, I don't know where they come from in the first place. I mean, don't they know that they are here to learn? If they are learn, can't they just sit and learn? Even though you might think that, and you should never allow it to affect what you are there for. You are the teacher. You are the educator. It is in your hand. These children, like clay in your hand, you can mold them. You can fashion them. Instead of saying, this clay is too dry, I'm not going to use it, and you place it one side, and you just use wet clay. You have the responsibility. You have the choice. You have the privilege of saying, this clay is a little hard. I need to put in a little more water to make it malleable for me to use. You get it? It is in your hand. You have that joy and that privilege to not just change the lives of the students in the classroom, but to actually change the world. Change starts over here. Because in your classroom, the parent is not here. Do you know? You can actually undo the effect of bad parenting in your classroom. You can. It is your sacred privilege. You can undo a negative pattern that is being set at home. You can break the pattern in your classroom. Because at that moment in the classroom, you are not just the student sitting with the students. You are the educator. They are looking up to you. In fact, they want you to change their life. You can break the pattern of dysfunctional upbringing in your classroom. As an educator, you can make your help and facilitate your students to excel in spite of what the administrative policies might be. Your goal now is not to sift out the children. Not to sift out the children. Are these children here supposed to fail? I don't know, but we have to pass them. No! Every child's failure is a reflection of the performance of the teacher.